Now then, troops, how the hell are we? It's been a very long time since I've done anything, mainly because the weather's been poo. Not much going on in the koi world, and as you know, I've been busy finishing the house ready for Christmas, which I did get done. So got me brownie points, happy days. Just bubbling the filter away. Just once a week now. Probably do about a 10% water change, something like that. The weather's not been too bad temperature wise, so they've actually been feeding quite well. These ones in here, I'll have to flip you around because I've got a new phone, but it still doesn't flip the thing around. So there you go, doing okay in there. Neil, your crashies at the back there. One of the achievers in there as well somewhere. But they're doing okay. They're doing okay in there. So that one's bubbling away. In fact, what's the temperature? Let's have a little look. What we got? Yeah, 8.5. That's probably the coldest it's been in a little while. I've been in double figures, so they've been taking a little bit of food every other day or so, but when they're hungry, they come up. So, it's a bit blowy again. It's nothing but bloody blower gale. There's a couple in there, but they're not on the greatest of shape. Those ones are doing okay, but they're still going to go up to me mate's lake, but I just haven't had the time to get up there. Dog wanting to go in because the weather's pissing down. Let me go on. Oh, hey, that's not nice, is it? Go on then, Ram. Go on, win. In you go. There you go. I'm going to start on that this year, get that all knocked down. You know, these are all in fine fettle, so we're just topping it up, ready to get it on a boil, but these are still quite active. And hungry buggers. This one's had quite a bit of carp pox. It's starting to ease back a little bit now, but the rest of them are in good shape. So yeah, all good. There's a lot of things I was just going to say there before the dog started shouting at me. I'm just going to get this one on a boil. Yeah, a lot of stuff on. A lot of the social media things about feeding fish, and should I stop feeding me fish, and should I turn this off, and should I do that, and most of it's personal preference. But what I would say is, if your fish are hungry, and you know when your fish are hungry, feed them. Because, as I've said before, we'll have warmer days. We'll have warmer days. There are a lot of warmer days, and the fish will come up for food. And when they're doing that, or when they're moving, when they're becoming active, I'm just looking for the right one to turn on here. When they become active, you want. There we go. We'll get the tempest to bubble as well while we're at it. You want to be feeding them, because otherwise they'll be starving, won't they? You know, you don't stop feeding yourself, do you? Through, excuse me, maid's going everywhere here, but I can't be bothered stopping the video while I'm doing. Just put the old tempest on for a bubble. Get that moving. It's all bubbling. It's topping up a bit though, so water level's a bit low. Yeah. You just, there's no point depriving them of food. There's plenty of food about that you can feed. Wheat germ, obviously, is everybody's sort of go-to for the winter. There's nothing wrong with feeding them what you were feeding them. Yes, they can't digest as much protein. And yes, you don't want to be giving them nearly as much. But if you give them a much smaller amount, then they're still going to take what they can out of it. So just keep it, keep checking your water parameters as you would normally do. I've moved on to this, the Easy Mix. You can feed that down to 4 degrees. I've also got a bit of wheat germ that I had left over from last season. So yeah, if they're hungry, feed them. You don't have to just stop feeding them. UV lights, a couple of questions on UV lights. Again, it's all personal preference. UV, most people's UV, my UV, are for getting rid of algae. They're not sterilising UVs. I know they will sterilise to a point, but you can get specific UVs for sterilising, getting rid of bacteria, etc. Mine are just for algae. The one in the big pond is still on, but the other two are off, and it's made no difference to them. So you know, the water's as clear in all of them. The only thing I have got a little bit of algae on the window, which I haven't bothered covering up. Again, I don't cover the pond. I put this over just to keep some of the wind off, the wind chill off. But I don't cover the pond over because they will, you know, they will take the cold. Look at them, they're active as hell. So again, personal preference. What works for you? People have been doing it for many, many years, a lot longer than I have, and they've been doing their bits, and it works for them. That's just what I do. So don't think you have to. The point I'm trying to make is you don't have to do anything. You don't have to stop feeding. You have to drop it down quite clearly because they're not going to eat nearly as much while they're inactive. But you don't have to cut it out altogether. And in my view, you shouldn't really cut it out altogether. And that's it. Keep your filters clean, because they will need a clean. Like I say, I'm on once a week at the moment, but you do get a lot of cat comes out of them. And just keep a general eye on, look at your fish. Don't look at your fish. You don't stop going out and looking at them. You know, if you've got tons of covers all over the place and everything else, you can't really see them too well without lifting everything off. Just use your common sense. You know your fish. So anyway, it's all good. Again, not a great deal happening. Looking forward to the start of the season proper. Got a couple of nice fish coming my way. One from Danny at My Boys Koi, and actually I've got one coming from Danny Welsh as well. So looking forward to getting those in, and then looking forward to getting the spawning brushes going and seeing what we get. I think Coventry's going to be bigger and better again this year, judging by the number of new people who are going to start showing. It'd be nice to see Vince there. Looking forward to seeing what Vince brings up for the show. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the start of next season. We'll get, once we've got Christmas and everything else up the way, we'll start to do a bit of tidying up, get rid of a little bit of the crap that's accumulated as it does, and then we'll crack on. But Saturday today, just started running again, so I've just been out with the missus. A bit bleak, but I've got to get back into it because the old Christmas belly's well and truly on me, so that needs to go. So stay safe, have a cracking New Year's Eve. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Probably not an awful lot, to be perfectly honest with you. Enjoy it, and we'll catch up with everybody as the new year progresses. Don't forget, if you're not on the WhatsApp group for the growing show that we did with My Boys Koi, let me know, because you should be by now. I think most are. There's been some really good results even over the winter with some of those fish. They're looking absolutely spectacular. So we've got the next 3 months now to get a bit more size on them. And I think we'll start seeing those Koreshi guys will start to pilot on, and the achievements will start to look really good as well. So looking forward to seeing the results of that in March. Catch you all soon, folks. Take it easy.